Hello everybody, welcome back. I've been doing a little teensy beansy bit of grinding. Had the Platinum Sukamon out. And, we got Paladramon back. And his ability is 20, so we will be able to Digivolve. Pip's ability is high enough for this one, but obviously the level and everything. Carmel. This is the one I want to go for. It's 40, so that works. And I don't think Lexi. I'm not sure who on this is good for Lexi. We have two of them. I feel like the middle one is the better one, because it just has higher stuff. So Platinum Sukamons. Oh yeah. Oh, so we got Angemon up quite a bit. And Angemon can Digivolve. I'm just interested into what I should Digivolve him into, because there's this one. And there's this one, but I feel like this one, I'm interested in the middle one, but if this one is cool, I might keep it. We'll see, though. Okay. Weird. Magna Angemon? Okay. Don't hate it. And then... how's Diaboromon doing? He's an ability of 100. I might have to screw around with him a little bit. Right, Merlin. Merlin could Digivolve into this thing now, even though Phantomon was the one I kind of wanted to keep him going down that route. But let's just see this Digimon to see what it is, because if it's some fabulous thing, then we're gonna keep it. Ooh, interesting. Myotismon. Okay, I might keep him going down this line. Because Myotismon can... that's not Diaboromon. Okay. Okay, let me remove him and quickly check everyone again. Yeah. Lilymon was one of our main people. Really just gotta get Lilymon up to level 50. Soul up to... a lot of it is like, you just kind of gotta get them up to level 50 now. So I'm gonna move... oh, okay, we're running out of space. So who on my team right now do I not want? I'll drop Magna Angemon real quick. Yeah. Can I move you? No. Okay, I think that's a fair team right now. Quickly, do we have any cases? Nope. Okay. Sometimes I forget what we've been doing. You and you. Sweet. Uh-huh. Okay. I have 3 nonsense cases. I got a bad feeling about this, and any good detective knows that to trust his gut won't hurt. Act cautiously. God, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm out here like, fuck, I don't know. I might actually have to look up my last episode. I genuinely have no idea what to do. Seriously do not remember the last episode at all. And I don't have any cases. So I might quickly, because no cases currently. So I guess I'll be right back, I'm sorry. Okay, I literally just looked up the last video on my channel and was like, what was I doing? Oh, Meetup at Eton, okay. As always, Nokia's moving ahead, so impulsive. Ahead on impulse alone. It looks like she's gotten quite far, too. The other hackers have gotten into Valhalla. Have gotten to the Valhalla server, heading for under zero. Something doesn't smell right, though. The Valhalla server shouldn't have gone down so fast. Either Yugo invited us in, or someone else did. Either way, it reeks of a trap. Anyway, we don't want to get caught up with Nokia taking a direct route. We won't catch up with Nokia taking the direct route, but there is a shortcut. This is a secret passage my comrades and I dug out way back when. We took down Valhalla once before. We can reminisce later. We had better hurry to get to the Valhalla server. Damn. Cool. Are you telling me to go... Okay, I'm gonna assume he's telling me to go to another area, if not. Yeah. Didn't really tell me where to go. Valhalla server. I feel like this is where shit's gonna hit the fan. A little bit more than it already has. Okay, where's Nokia? It doesn't look like she's around here. We'll just have to press on and look for her. Okay. We have 3 text messages. Okay. I hear you're helping your friends, no problem. Just don't neglect your clients. Did you get an encrypted message from Mateyoshi? Sent it to you by mistake? What a simple cipher that was. I don't know. I'll tell him I couldn't read it. Okay, cool. Bouquet of flowers. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ooh, Tankmon and someone else. Guardmon, okay. Yep. Lady Devimon is actually kind of OP. I don't know if I don't know if it's super like everybody's like, oh yeah, I agree, but like she's kind of OP. She has a dark attack that attacks everyone, and her dark damage does like twice, I think, like 2 times each. Got export. We got Lilymon, Paladramon, and Lady Devimon. Pretty much an unstoppable team. Probably don't need to be using all of my SP, so, like, willy-nilly, but I don't need to use it right now. I can just attack normally. Yeah. Spider Shooter! Infamon, I just love, because of the movie. Honestly, Infamon just brings back so many good memories. Nothing over there. We go here. Or I guess, no, I gotta go. The place that just said nothing over there leads to one of the boxes. So I want to get the boxes. It looks like, anyways. Damn, she does nothing. She does nothing when she can't, when she doesn't use her special attack. Lady Devimon does way too much, and I love it. Okay, I'm not thinking straight. We gotta go around this way, and go this way. I want to get all the items. Aquamarine. Survival capsules. Those would probably be helpful. I've always loved like Lady Devimon's design, like even when I was younger. I never really watched Digimon too much. Like I'm growing up I was always a Pokemon kid, so I never really watched Digimon too much. But I used to collect cards and stuff. So there's like these Digimon cards, and I'm pretty sure I got a Lady Devimon one. And I knew who Devimon was. Devimon is the little bat thing. But Devimon, I knew who that was from watching the show because I got that far when I was younger. Or at least I saw the episode on Saturday morning cartoons. And we go and I was like, oh my god, this guy's so cool. Like I always liked the Darth Vaders, you know, of the groups, like the dark evil types. And I've always been into goth chicks, so you know, like Lady Devimon just fit everything I could have asked for. It was just great. I was like, hell yeah. As a little boy, I was just like, fuck yeah. I'm a fucking creep, though. Every time he goes for destruction, I feel like he's going for, like explosion. And I'm waiting for him to, like, kill us all. There we go. But yeah, I've always liked Lady Devimon. I don't know why, but like, I don't know, female versions of characters that I already liked. I don't know if it's just like, wow, I like this character, and then, oh my god, it's a female now, and I'm like, they look hot, or something like that. I don't know if that was always just my thing. But I remember really liking Lady Devimon. And then I liked this one mushroom guy. I don't remember who he was that much. Reading it like... It says, meet at the cafe as planned. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to think of where I'm going. But yeah, I was super into that shit. Okay, well we'll decrypt this thing if we can. Code scan. Can I not copy and paste? Or is that just is that telling me I physically can't copy and paste? Or is it telling me I can't copy and paste this? Red error, red error. What does that mean? Is it saying red error, red error? Does that just mean 2 blues? Then I can take blue, but can I copy and paste at all? Didn't really explain to me. Do I just not have a Digimon to copy and paste? Or, yeah. What Digimon do I need to copy and paste? No, I hate that that's even an option in the game. What am I looking for? A vaccine Digimon. Let's go grab Soul or something. Yeah, this way leads me to the item. I also always liked Angemon. Because, like, or Angelwomon and Angemon. I've always liked those two. Because it's like, I have, like, this aesthetic of, like, oh, I like dark, like, evil characters, but at the same time, it's like, oh, I love, like, good characters and, like, the heroes, you know? Like, I was always a pretty healthy mix of, like, both aesthetics, I feel. I feel like I'm always gonna lean towards the villains just because they tend to be cooler. And, like, that idea of, like, they don't have... The rules don't necessarily apply to them is always, like, a cool thing. With, like, heroes, they gotta do the right thing. And then, like, villains, they have to... They can do whatever they want. Which is something I always found interesting about, like, superheroes and villains in general. I'm gonna move Lexi out, I think. What am I doing? Soul. Which is also why I find those TV shows and stuff where they kind of take the superhero trope and flip it a little bit to make it be like the heroes aren't necessarily good. You know, like, oh, they did this thing and now like the world's fucked up. Like those guys are supposed to be our heroes. Like what the hell? Like I love that trope. It's been done to death, I feel like at this point too, kind of. But I love those tropes. I love the not necessarily the boys type where I like that trope where like the superheroes are evil, like or straight up just like villains. But I like the idea of what am I trying to say? I like the idea of like someone trying to do the right thing, but in the end everyone's worse off. You know? Like like I'm gonna blow up this city to stop like this one villain from killing thousands. I'll kill hundreds or whatever. And then like that like moral ambiguity of like a hero, it's like, well, you're supposed to be a hero, you're supposed to play by the rules. Well, it's like I can't always play by the rules. I think one of my favorite moments in like superhero-ness was in one of the cartoons, the DC cartoons. I think it was Darkseid and Superman were fighting, and it was Superman and someone. And there's this point where I don't really remember this clip, but I'm gonna try and say it to the best of my abilities, or try to recollect it to the best of my abilities. But it was kind of like, I just remember the scene very vividly where he throws him through a building, and Superman's like, imagine like being me, where the whole world is made out of cardboard, and you have to stop yourself because you're afraid you're gonna break it. But it's like, because like no one was there or whatever, he could just like let loose. Whereas the kind of like cool thing where it's like Superman could just decimate buildings because he can. Like he could just decimate the entirety of a building to save people, but that would put people's lives in risk. So that's why he doesn't do that. And I find that interesting. And I think that is one of the reasons I kind of like Superman more than probably other people. I get the complaints of like Superman is kind of boring and like overall just is the same kind of, you know? Where it's like he's just the guy with all the powers and he wins essentially, which is why when like he loses, it's like, oh. But I feel like those kind of scenes gave me like a new appreciation for Superman and stuff, because I was always a Batman kid, you know, dark, brooding characters were always me. But I watched, I can't remember, it was like the League of Superheroes or something like that, or the Legion of Superheroes, where it was like Superman went to the future and met up with a bunch of people, and like they were trying to make the Justice League again, and like they couldn't, like they were struggling with trying to deal with villains, and then young Superman comes to the future and like gets to work with them, and they're all like, holy shit, you're Superman, like you've been dead for years or whatever, you've been gone for years. And he's like, oh well, I don't know that. And he kind of, there's like this cool, like it's the cool story building of like Superman, where like Superman's all about like being someone that doesn't belong, you know? Like his story isn't about like becoming a superhero, it's trying to live in a world that like obviously isn't his, and like he's the outcast even though he's so powerful and all this stuff, and he's got to learn to like accept his differences. And in this one it's like he sees, like in this one it's like different because it's like he sees what he's become, and he's trying to live up to that expectation of like, you're Superman, you're supposed to be the strongest of us all and save the world. But he doesn't really like, he doesn't know how to use any of his powers. Like he just came from the past, like he just found out he had powers essentially. And it's kind of cool to think that like he goes to the future to learn that he becomes this great dude, and he has like this chip on his shoulder because he's like, I'm this great dude but I don't know anything. Like, I can't save people. Like, I'm just Clark Kent. I have these powers, but, like, I don't really know how to control them. And then, like, he's got to learn that he can do that, and that, like, he's got to learn how to use his powers, and that, like, he does become that. And that's that's a cool concept. I wish that show went on for longer, because that was a really good show. If anyone's ever watched that, or if I'm just spouting, it's like the Justice Legion or something like that. I honestly do not remember what it's actually called, but like the Justice Legion, and he goes to the future, and then like Brainiac's in it, but he's like a hero, and that was cool. Brainiac was like my favorite character in it. And then there's that like that Thunder and Lightning dude who I don't even like remember his name. It wasn't like Black Lightning or Static Shock. It was like Thunder Saber or something like that. Blue Error, Green Error, Yellow okay. So this one I'm assuming has yellow put in it. So let me just take this one at a time, because that's all I can do. Like, I can't copy and paste a bunch of things. I see Nokia down there. We did get a memory up, so if you're like, why aren't you using the memory up? Just don't worry. I'll do it probably off screen or at the end of the episode. I got this. Bank drive expansion? Man, we're getting a lot of shit. This is why you gotta check every single, like, box. Like, this is why. You gotta look everywhere. Because you're gonna miss stuff. And I don't know if you can necessarily come back for things, so I just, like, try to grab everything at once. I'm gonna try and complete this area, and that's probably gonna be the end of the episode, because I feel like we've gone a little bit long, but I don't know. But hopefully that random conversation about superheroes and things was interesting. Honestly, I've been trying to watch Smallville recently, which is like a live action superhero stuff, which I haven't really gotten into. I watched The Arrow when it was on Netflix. I don't know if it's still on Netflix. Maybe, I don't know. Because it's not on Canadian Netflix anymore, or if it was ever. But I might have watched it when on vacation or something like that. I remember watching it on Netflix, but it's not there anymore. And then I was just kind of like, that's the only one I really cared about, because it was cool, it was edgy, and then The Flash came out, and I didn't really care about The Flash. I watched the first season of The Flash, and then I was like, ugh, fuck this, like, something happened to my favorite character, which ends up not even being, like, a thing. Like, it ends up being, like, rewriting itself, kind of. I'm trying to stay at, like, I can like, just not spoiler anything, so that's green. Brack is green. And so I stopped watching, and then, like, there's green here. And then I got into it again later. I haven't watched the most recent season, but I've watched a lot of the seasons. And then most recently, I watched Titans, which came out, which was kind of a weird thing for me, because I saw the trailer and everybody was like, oh, this looks so edgy and dumb and everything. And, like, the whole, like, Dick Grayson's like, fuck Batman. And everybody's like, oh, fuck Batman, they're trying to be so edgy. And, like, for me, I watched that and I was like, yeah, it's not the same Teen Titans, but, like, I'm interested. Like, why does Dick Grayson hate Batman? Like, you never really see that kind of stuff, where it's like Dick Grayson's kind of always like the golden boy for Batman, where, like, Batman and him always seem to have, like, a good relationship. So I was interested, and then I watched the first episode, and I fucking hated it. I was like, this is so dumb. I hated the Starfire shit. I hated the fucking, the Raven crap. Like, I hated everything about it. It was so bad to me. Like, I hated everything about it. And so I'm like, oh my god, everyone was right, this is shit. And I stopped watching it. And then I saw like a bunch of people. I saw like this one article that was like, if you're a DC fan, you have to watch Titans. And I was like, ugh, fuck off. Like, Titans is so bad. And then I kept seeing shit where it was like Titans is the greatest thing DC has produced in years and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? Fine. I'll try it. I'll see how it goes. You know? Like, I'll see. And then I watched the next episode and I was like, okay, this is like decent. And I actually have to say, I've watched both seasons that have come out. It's really fucking good. That first episode, I will still say, I think really sucks. Because, like, here's some of my main points with it. Was, like, it just, like, seemed very cliche. Like, I hated the part where, fucking Raven. This was my least favorite line in the whole thing. Was, like, Raven was, like, this weird, like, edgy kid. And they kept putting, like, one-liners with it where it's... I hated it. I can't express in words how much I hate it. But, like... There was this one point, yeah, I was like, oh, now you put purple, right? No, it's green. There was this, like, point where they were, like, in a car and they were driving, and, Raven's like, you know, my mom told me that, like, oh, I wanted to copy that. The fuck game? Come on. Stupid. I wanted to copy the green and move it over. It's dumb. But, it's like my mom said there isn't anything of monsters, or anything about monsters or something like that, but I'm starting to think that, like, she was wrong. Or, like, some weird thing where it was like, you shouldn't be afraid of monsters, but I am one, or something like that, and I was just like, oh my god. It's, like, so dumb. And then, one of my least favorite parts was, like, Starfire being, like, this weird person with amnesia. Like, I don't know if that was the original Starfire story, but she was, like, this weird amnesia person. And the one thing I really fucking hated was she's, like, going to this Russian mobster and trying to find, like, answers. And the Russian guy was, like, the best actor in the whole show at that time. Because he was like, he actually made me, I'm like, holy shit, I feel for this dude. He's like, I loved you, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, holy shit, this guy's actually, like, acting. And then, he goes to, like, shoot her, and fire, like, emits off her, and, like, burns everyone in the room, except the fucking piece of paper picture he was holding of Raven. And I was so pissed. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh my god. And I think that was, like, really where I just checked out, but I'm like, I'm gonna finish this like episode just to see it. And then when I came back to it, like, the later episodes are really fucking good. Like, some really good episodes. And the latest season was really good. I'm interested to know if they're gonna do a third season, and if so, what are they gonna do with it? Like, how are they gonna top the last season they had? They do have, like, new characters and stuff. I kind of hope that maybe they do a little bit of, like, they do a good job of, like, taking time for each character, but I kind of hope that with the new characters that came out, they kind of explore those characters. Because they had them there, but they didn't really explore them for, like, story reasons, which was, like, completely fine. I was just like, I think that it would be cool if they did explore it. But I'm going to end off the episode here, guys. Hopefully this random conversation about DC superheroes is good, because I don't think anyone... If you don't care, this must have been a really boring episode. We're trying to get through the Avalon servers. Next episode, we're going to be talking to Nokia. Hopefully I see you guys there. So, have fun.